Good morning, my dear brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus, and may the risen Lord give you his peace. Today is the 19th of May, and we are in the fifth week after Easter. Dear friends, today the Gospel reminds us to reflect on the power of divine love. It is very interesting to listen and to see Jesus today in the Gospel speaks out his heart. He speaks the deep sentiments of his heart to his apostles. For some of us, it could be a way in which Jesus is proposing his apostles and inviting them to love one another and to remain in the love of God. And the purpose to love and to remain is that their joy may be complete. Dear friends, as youngsters, as family, as single people, we all know the power of proposing a person. One proposes a person is when a person is in love with that person. One expresses his or her feeling by telling, I love you. These are verbal expressions of an inner feeling. Jesus in today's gospel does not hesitate to tell his disciples that he loves them. His love is sacrificial. His love is agape. And his love is purely for the good of the other. Philosophically, we try to define love. Love is the desire to see the good of the other. And when Jesus speaks of love, he speaks of a love that is for the good of the other. He says, as the Father has loved me, I have loved you. I have radiated that love to you. Now you go and love each other. And when you love each other, you are invited also to abide in that love. If I am a person who loves something, I need to love not that thing alone, but the essence of the person. Therefore, Jesus tells us, let your love not be conditioned. Let your love not be pleasure-seeking, but your love should be, in the other words, the good of the other. Also, Jesus invites us that loving each other means it's an invitation to abide in his love. Abiding in his love means we are abiding in the love of the Father. Dear brothers and dear sisters, what does the liturgy of the day tell us today? It simply invites us, firstly, for three things. The first thing is to love. And the second thing is to abide in his love. And the third thing is by loving and abiding in his love, we receive the blessings of joy. So today, as we reflect on this, we always think of the commandments as constrained impositions and limitations. But Jesus tells us, the commandments my Father has given to you is out of love. He loved you. He did not want you to go astray. He has given you these commandments. And therefore follow these commandments. Love him, for he also loves you. Yet Jesus always keeps his Father's commandments. He obeyed them. He could easily said, Father, why should I die on the cross? But he said, behold, I come to do your will. We see in Hebrews 10. And we see Mary also could easily have said, why should I keep the law? I could easily, instead of being stoned to death, instead of being insulted, I could say, I do not want to be the mother of God at this young age. But in Luke 1:46, she says, behold the handmaid of the Lord. My dear friends, obedience to the Lord, obedience to the law, obedience to the commandment of the law brings blessings. That's why the psalmist says, obedience is better than sacrifice. So today, as we reflect on this gospel, let's ask ourselves, first, do I love God? Second, loving God, am I able to remain in his love? And remaining in his love, am I able to experience the joy of his love? May the Lord help us to love, to remain in his love, and to share and experience his joy with others. God bless you. Stay home, stay safe.